It's Valentine's Day, and whether you are alone or with a partner, I promise you that this video you are about to watch takes us back to a time when, you know what, it's something I've never talked about before, so let's just get to the video. Alright, so if you want to watch along with Daddy, pop in your DVD or Blu-ray or file or whatever, Dragon Ball Z episode 14. Yes, I know, it's not in the manga, it's anime only filler, I don't care. I don't need the canon cops coming after me. Rear! Mr. Geekdom, we have the place surrounded. It's the canon cops. You must cease and desist from watching anything that's not canon, or we will complain on Facebook. I don't give a shit, alright? It's for a video, and I'm having a good time. A really, really good time. My fellow Dragon Ball fans, this is the horniest episode in the entire series. The horniest. The episode is called Such Sweet Temptation, the Snake Princess Sama's Hospitality, but I'm gonna rename it, watch out Goku, Toei Animation Staff Orgy Party, because that's what this episode is. This episode is so... There's so much sexual innuendo in this episode. It's one of my favorite fillers of all time. So the story goes like this. So Goku's on his way to see Kaiosama and you know, train with him and whatnot on Snake Way, the Serpentine Road. And he sees this big-ass castle on Snake Way, and he thinks it might be Kaiosama's castle. He doesn't know any better. He doesn't know what Kai looks like. So he's like, hey, this is a cool castle. What is this? And this is, of course, the castle of the Snake Princess, Princess Snake. So then the castle, like, transforms into this giant, like, snake, like, statue thing, and it sucks Goku in. So the Princess Snake sucks Goku. Yeah, that's the first of many sexual innuendos, not just in this video, but in this episode. This episode is crazy. So when Princess Snake first lays her eyes on Goku, she's immediately turned on, talking about how handsome he is. Baby, I can smell it all the way over here. I can smell her juices dripping, and she's in the other world all the way from here on Earth. I can smell it. So anyways, she's over here like getting turned on and all this stuff. And first of all, she's pretty attractive, alright? Let's go Rule 34 this bitch. Alright, artists out there. What am I saying? She's probably already been Rule 34. So, alright, whatever. I'll look that up later on my own time. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, the first thing Goku says to her is, oh, you're cute. Because he's a playa? No, that's not why. It's because he's trying to be nice. But it's kind of funny seeing Goku refer to a woman as cute. You know, and that she actually blushes, even though she is the princess of the entire snake path. Like, you know, technically in this version of the story, the Snake Princess, like in the anime version, she's like the ruler of Snake Way, right? That's the lore that I always picked up from this. And then one of the funniest lines here that didn't even hit me until I watched it recently is when the assistants say that they haven't seen her this worked up since Great King Yemma. So wait a minute. Does that mean that King Yemma tapped that? King Yemma tapped it? And if so, did he tap her in her human form or her snake form? Because he's a pretty big dude, literally. So I'm guessing it was in her snake form, which makes him really... That opens up my eyes to a whole new side of Enmadayo, let me tell you that much. I ain't never gonna look at King Yemma the same again. And then she's like, oh, it's been 500 years. And Goku's like, 500 years? So Goku realized that she has not been laid in 500 years, yo. Can you imagine not being laid in 500 years? I mean, that might happen to some of you guys, but... Whoa! So then in one of the weirdest scenes in all of Dragon Ball Z, Princess Snake and Goku start doing the tango dance, and Goku's like, oh, we did this at my wedding, or it's like something we did at my wedding, but he's over here thinking that that Princess Snake is King Kai, and he's like, oh, this is a weird technique. This is great writing. I mean, this is tremendous writing. The Toei Animation jack-off half-hour orgy party is going really good. I love this episode, y'all. Like, it's just so wacky. So then Goku thinks of the technique, and he ends up fucking judo flipping her, dude. Like, he judo flipped her, yo. Like, oh man, this is awesome. So Goku's told that she's not Kaiosama, and he loses complete interest in her. Not in that way, but you know what I mean. And then she's like, no, wait, have dinner. And of course, Goku can't resist a meal. But the plan is to put a sleeping potion in Goku's food so he'll fall asleep and not leave. But oh boy, this food looks really tasty. Especially that bowl of steam right there in the middle. Good old steam. Delicious, tasty steam. So as Goku is eating and Princess Snake is surprised at the way he's eating, there's one scene where Goku's finishing off his food and puts 2 fingers in his mouth. And, yeah, I'm sure Princess Snake had other ideas of what Goku could do with those fingers in that position, but I'll leave that to your imagination. So Goku wants to leave, but they say, no, we have a bath for you. Take a bath first. And then he's like, all right, fine, I'll take a bath. And here's where the sexual innuendo gets turned up faster than spending 5 minutes alone with fun, sexy Dragon Ball. No, I'm not. No, that didn't happen, all right? But I'm saying, all right? You get what I'm saying. So Goku's in the bath, and there's this funny-ass scene where Princess Snake tells her assistants, who have this, like, giant computer, like, supercomputer, and a satellite that can control whether or not it's day or night, which I have a big smile on my face. That's so wacky. And suddenly it becomes nighttime, more seductive, you know what I'm saying? So the heat's getting turned up. She goes out to see Goku, and what does she see? Goku's hairy Saiyan ass sticking up from the water. That's right, his ass is just poking up because he's like, counting his breath underwater. So, in case you didn't know, the majority of this episode, if you watched it only on Toonami, was so heavily censored. I mean, if that's the only version you've seen, you're missing a lot. Like, for example, Goku's ass, which may not be enticing for many of you, but for many of you it is. Just, let's keep it real. Goku straight up gets out of the water with his ass out and just walks to the right. Now, I'm going to have my editor probably put like a black line over his ass, like a censored line, because I don't want to get demonetized by YouTube. But Goku's adult ass is in the episode. You know what I realized? Goku was bent over in the Fleece Johnson position.
Booty was more important than food.
Speaking of shit that was censored and will never ever make television nowadays, there's a scene here where one of Princess Snake's assistants teaches Goku how to play Russian roulette. This was completely censored from the Toonami broadcast, obviously. She pulls out a gun, a revolver, and teaches him how to play Russian roulette and shoots herself and kills herself in the episode. There are suicide jokes in Dragon Ball Z. Like, this stuff would never fly, even by Japanese standards nowadays. It's crazy. It's mind-blowing. This episode is nuts. But anyways, Princess Snake is mad because, and I'm going to say this very, very bluntly, she wants to fuck Goku real bad. Point blank. Oh, and I forgot to mention how wacky the Russian roulette is, because the country of Russia does not exist in the world of Dragon Ball. So that's extra wacky. But anyways, let's get back to Princess Snake and her her wet panties. So this is a little bit dark here, but they give Goku orange juice, or at least I think it's orange juice, with extra sleeping potion. So I'm over here thinking to myself, okay, they're trying to knock Goku out. Like, is this supposed to be a roofie joke? Like, are they making a date rape joke in this episode? Because, damn, once again, this episode crosses all lines of morality here. They did not give a fuck when they made this episode. They didn't care. But that, alongside with the hypnotism of the Princess Snake dancers, knocks Goku out finally, so he's out. And now that Goku is out, this gives Princess Snake a chance at his snake. So Goku starts to sleep talk, and he's like, Chi-Chi, Gohan, and then Princess Snake's like, oh, he must be dreaming. Bring over the dream viewing mirror. And that's when she realizes, oh shit, Goku has a wife and kid, and he kind of loves them. But remember what the Dragon Ball fandom will tell you. Goku doesn't care about his wife and kid. He's a bad father and husband. Bleh. Well, this filler says otherwise, pal. Anyways, Princess Snake is not happy. She's like, he's not single, he's married. Oh, no. Well, instead of screwing his brains out, I'm just going to eat him. So, Princess Snake transforms into a literal snake. That's the big sort of twist here. You know, that if you don't have... she's like a damn Black Widow spider. If you don't have sex with her, she literally will eat you. I don't mean like in the sexual innuendo way. She will literally, like, digest you and whatnot. Eat you. But before we get to that, I want to talk about this really dumb scene where Goku's having this dream where he's dreaming about Gohan and Chi-Chi, and then he sees the door open and Vegeta and Nappa show up. Now, the reason why this is fucking stupid is because Goku at this point has no idea what Vegeta and Nappa look like. He's never seen them before, ever. But somehow in his dreams, he knows. And this would happen again later on in the Cell Saga when Goku has a dream about the androids without ever actually having seen them. Like, I don't know why they do this kind of dumb shit, but I guess it reminds me of, like, that movie Invasion USA where the villain of the film has dreams about Chuck Norris, even though he's never even seen Chuck Norris until later in the movie. Like, that's wacky to me. That makes me smile, but it's also dumb. But wacky and dumb sometimes can be, used in the same breath here. So the big realization here is that Goku has been inside of Princess Snake's stomach the entire time, but when you look at this scene, I don't think that's her stomach. I think Goku is inside of her vagina. That is what this looks like to me. Am I going crazy? Is it just me? Is it really just me? I don't think it's just me. I think Studio Junio, who animated this, did it on purpose. So Goku flies out through her vagina, out of her mouth, and he's about to kill her with a Kamehameha as he finds out she's a giant, literal snake. But then he's like, damn, I don't want to kill her. She took care of me and gave me food and gave me a hot bath and served her tits up on a silver platter for me even though I didn't take them. So I won't kill her. And instead, she falls for the old wrap yourself up in a knot trick. Odelali. And Goku is on his way to King Kai to learn the Kaioken. And that is where one of my favorite filler episodes of all time comes to an end. I hope you enjoyed the perviest episode of Dragon Ball Highlights yet. I was thinking about calling this video Goku Cheats on Chi-Chi or Goku, the time that Goku almost cheated. But man, is that clickbait. So whatever clickbait title I come up with, which as of right now I don't even know what I'm going to call it, please call off the dogs.
Boo, you suck.
I know, but I mean, titling this video is tough. Because what I really want to call it is the time that Princess Snake tried to fuck Goku, because that's really what this is. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, and enjoy it, whether you're alone or you're with a giant snake woman. I'll catch you down the road.